Welcome to realleather.com. We are going to go over the keyless key fob today. So let's see what comes in the kit. First, this is what it looks like all finished. You can unbuckle it. Your key fob is on this little strap and it pops down, but you can't lose it. It's attached because of the ring. And then you can pull it back up and close it with the latch. You can put your house keys and other regular keys right on the end. And you are ready to go with this beautiful leather case. So what comes in the kit? The keyless key fob kit includes everything you need to make one of these. So first, you'll have your wax thread and your needle. Second, you get two choices of key rings, a small one or a large one. You can decide what size you'd like. Some key fobs do not have a wide enough hole to use this leather strap, so they give you some cording that you could also just use to tie through and tie onto the ring. That's another option, and there are directions for that. There is a screw and knob so you can latch it. You have your side gussets. You have two straps to go on the front here. You only need one, but you got two. And then you have the strap to put your key fob in, which is attached right there. You have the body of it, and then you have these wonderful instructions that show you how to go through everything and make the project. It also gives you the ways to do the various attachments so you can use them on here. All the pieces are made from high quality leather. All your holes are punched, as well as the slot for the tab here. And all of the threads and needles and hardware are also very high quality. So this is a really nice, easy kit to buy as a gift for a crafter or to make as gifts for yourself. So let's go ahead and get started making this. First, we're going to go ahead and check our instructions. They give you illustrations all the way through, so we'll have those sitting there for us. First step is to divide up our waxed thread. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this open. And we're going to open it up and we're going to cut off one 12-inch segment. We're going to fold this in half and cut it. So we have two pieces, one for each of the gussets. We're going to set that aside for now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of the keeper straps, and we're going to align the 4 holes stamped there with the 4 holes on the body like that. And we're going to stitch this in place using the 12-inch thread and our needle. We're going to start in the lower right corner, and we're going to go through come up through the first hole. We're going to leave a small tail for tying off. And then we're going to go down in the lower left hole, and this time we're going to grab the body of the keyless key fob. You want to make sure you don't pull your tail too short, so I'm just going to make sure that's there. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to stitch this in place by going up and down through the holes. So upper left, upper right. Then we're going to come back up through both the body and the strap at the lower right. And then we're going to go back and stitch backwards. So now we'll go upper right, and this will finish the stitch on the front and on the back. Then we're going to go into the upper left, then back down in the lower left, and then we're going to come back up through the body only of the lower right, and we're going to just bring this up so it's between the two pieces of leather. This should come up at the end where we have the two tails, and then we can tie this off and then trim off the tails. And there we go. We have our keeper strap sewn to the body. The next step is we're going to take the button stud and we're going to put it in and screw it in place. And this hole may be a little small for the screw, so if you have an awl, you can just poke it in there and make the hole a little bit bigger. Push the screw from the wrong side of the leather to the right side, and then take the knob and screw it in place. And you can use a screwdriver to make this nice and tight. But sometimes you can just do it by hand and it's in place. So now we have that in place. Now we're up to sewing the gussets to the body. And it is a very subtle thing, but there is a wider space from the one hole to the edge at the bottom than there is from the top hole to the edge at the top. So what you're looking at is from this hole to this edge is shorter than from this hole to this edge. The end that's wider is considered the bottom of the gusset and would go at the bottom here. So when we're talking about the bottom, we're talking about here, this is the top. We're going to lay these wrong sides together and we're going to stitch this in place, and then we're going to continue to stitch up to hole 16. Then we'll bring this around and wrap it and finish it, and then we'll repeat on the other side. So first I'm going to go ahead and take one of the 2 pieces of remaining thread and just sew the gusset in place. I'm going to turn this around. This is still considered the bottom, but it's easier to see what I'm doing. We're going to come up to the gusset through the second hole, leave our tail. We're going to go through the first hole through both layers, making sure to leave our tail, and then we're going to go through the second hole through both layers and pull everything nice and snug. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to stitch all the way down. Now that we're at the top of the gusset, if you go on this side, it's easier to count because every stitch is 2 holes. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We are not going through anything but the bottom. We are only going through the body of the case now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Now that we've gone through hole 16, we're going to push the gusset out, bring the body down, and we're going to go through the top hole on the gusset and hole 17 on the body. Okay, so it will look like that. So on one side we don't have a stitch at the top, on the other we do, but when we come back around they'll be even. Now that we've gone through hole 17, we're going to go through all the holes all the way down this gusset. Now that we've gone through the last hole on the gusset, we're going to go back up and around to fill in all the gaps to finish our stitch. And now that we have gone all the way around and we're on the last hole, we're only going to go through the body of the case, and we're going to come out in between the 2 pieces of leather so that I end at the same place that my tail from the beginning is. And again, we'll tie that off, and there is the gusset on side 1. So for the same on this side, the same thing. We want to put the wider part at the bottom, the skinnier part towards the center. And we're going to stitch this guy in place, and then we'll be back to show you how to add your key fob. So now you're ready to put your key fob into the case. If your fob is wide enough, you can just use this strap to slide this through. Otherwise, you can tie cording on the end and slide that through. Once we have this in, we're going to open up our case, and we're going to slide the tabs in and feed them through this opening at the end. And then once that's through, pull this up and in, lock it in place. This will be hard the first few times, and then it'll get easier the softer the leather gets. And then to keep the key fob from popping out and to put your other keys on the end, we're just going to go ahead and put this split ring on here by feeding the leather through. And there we go. We've completed our keyless key fob. So when you want to unlock it, you just open this up and you can just push this down, and then you can have access to your fob. And then you can just push this back up and close it up when you're done. And you can keep your house keys or locker keys or whatever on the other side, and you are all set to go. There we go. There is the keyless key fob. It's quick, it's easy, it's a fun project to make with high quality leather and hardware from realleather.com. You can pick up the kits over there, and you can check out all our other YouTube videos here at Real Leather on YouTube. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.